Howdy y'all, Big Country here, Big Country Survival. Sitting here in the wife's car, looking up into my woods. Gonna be talking about this coronavirus with a little bit of lime. You know, gonna get a little lime for my coronavirus, right? Nah, man. I'm not saying it ain't serious. I personally, and this is just my opinion, I'm not going to claim that this is anything other than my opinion. I think it is being blown out of proportion. And I think it has been done for political reasons. I think it is bad, but I think it has been made to seem worse than it is. I could be wrong, so just in case, y'all be ready. But you know, it's like basic cold prevention is gonna handle a lot of that. You know, having a little extra food and water stashed away, which this is kind of a preparedness channel, so you know, most likely most of y'all already have some food and water and medicine and all that other stuff stashed away already. So you know, I see the masses are, some of them are kind of getting worried, some of them aren't, some of them are. But I was in Roll King today, and there was a guy who had 12 plus cases of water on his buggy. Had one of them flat buggies for hauling feed and stuff, or for getting feed and stuff. And he had like 12 plus cases of water on that buggy. You know, folks, basic cold and flu prevention. Don't put yourself in a big crowded area if you don't have to. Wash your friggin' hands. And y'all who are prepping already, I mean, y'all should have that down pat. And like I said, this is just my opinion. I'm not a doctor, not a nurse. I have no job in the medical field, although I have some in my family I have some of the gals in my family are nurses, and they think it's all being blown out of proportion, and they are not concerned about the disease itself. They are concerned about the political fallout. They are concerned about all of that. That's the only thing that worries them, is people getting in a panic, and then the government overreacting and coming in to save the day. And then, you know, when the government comes in to save the day, it's worse than before they came to save the day. So don't panic, y'all. Basic preparedness. Basic preparedness. Basic preparedness. And basic stinking hygiene. I mean, they tell you, well, wash your hands, cough into your sleeve like it's something like brand new. Like that's the same junk we were taught when we were kids, right? I mean, I know I was taught that. I was taught, you know, you cough in your sleeve, you know, you don't just go cough all out in the open and everything. I know I was taught not to do that when I was a kid. But I mean, it's basic stuff, guys. And yes, it could be bad. I don't think it's going to be. Like I said, the nurses that I'm, you know, in my family and that I know, they don't believe so. They believe that the government's going to overreact and their government's going to create shortages, if anything, or people are going to go out and panic buy a bunch of stuff, which we have seen some of that, and that's going to create some shortages just because people went out and panic bought a bunch of stuff like that. But those of us who are in preparedness already, that shouldn't really affect us too much, you know. And those of y'all who maybe you're new to this thing, you know what, just don't worry, just do what you can right now. Don't freak out, don't panic, just do what you can, you know, which I just said all of what you can. And I'm pretty sure I've got videos on washing out bottles, you know, 2-liter pop bottles or old milk jugs, which I don't really like using milk jugs. I personally prefer like the juice bottles. But washing out like them juice bottles and things like that, and filling them up with water out of your tap. Stow them away in a nice, cool, dark place. They'll stay good for a long time, and you know, even longer if you run it through a filter or with a little bit of bleach. I mean, it's not something for y'all to freak out about. Freaking out's not going to save you. It's not going to help you. Just take a deep breath, think, and do what you can. But y'all stay safe. Y'all take a breather. And I'm going to get off of here and get back to what I was doing. So, I'm signing out. God bless.